portray to Kenyans that a certain region is being sidelined.
It is open.
That is
it's
a
on
very
record.
primitive argument.
It's on record. The MP said.
Mount Kenya and the people of Mount Kenya supported and voted for President William Ruto. And the people of Mount Kenya are right at the center and in the heart of the president. And they've not been, they've not been excluded in any way, and they will not. And that is not going to change. So rather take that narrative elsewhere, but don't try and generalize and advance a very primitive argument that some people are being sidelined. When the youth of northern Kenya are being assisted to enjoy their constitutional rights to access registration of their ID cards, and of course they will register as voters, and of course they will access opportunities like the others because they've been isolated for a long time. They are enjoying their constitutional rights. How does it affect people in Mount Kenya, in Rift Valley, and elsewhere? They are getting the rights that they have been denied for a long time. Why are you so agitated when people who have been balkanized and dehumanized for a long time are being granted their rights? It doesn't affect the rights of any other citizen anywhere in the country.
A very strong word has been used in this show.
Right.
Primitivity twice.
That is, when we come to the media
if I was
space,
the producer of this show.
when we come to the media space.
You're not the producer.
No, I'm saying if. That's why I'm saying if. Fred, it's only that I'm not a producer. I would bring out
the statements that we make.
Fred,
how does registration...
Let's talk about Alai.
You need...
Let's bring Alai back into the conversation.
Alai, that clip of MP.
There are those who read mischief in all these happenings right now. That at this time when there's the revocation of this vetting process by the president is when we anticipate a repeat census of those 3-4 counties that the president is currently touring. We say in politics nothing happens by coincidence. Definitely.
I think, like I said, we are very unfair to President Ruto because some of these things happening, you know, the courts have been very strong on him. And if the same courts deliver judgment, which people feel that favors him, I don't know why they are reading only one, but they're not reading the others which have not been very favorable to him. The other thing is that he's very lazy. When people like, I know Mbai wants to buy. And when you want to vie and you depend on the siege mentality, kwamba sisi tunanyanyaswa, tunaona ni kama we are going to be crushed like cockroaches and so on, it is very wrong. This government has not reversed and removed the people from Mount Kenya from its midst. In fact, almost half of this government is still Mount Kenya. In some departments, which even some people are still surprised that President Ruto maintained, they almost entirely speak one language. And it's from the previous administrations. The 20 years of Kibaki and Uhuru cannot be underrated. And he has not tried to undo those things. And he has not shown any intention that he's going to do that. Why are we accusing him and now saying that because we want to vie? Politics of Kenya is built on cattle personalities. So now, the previous figure was either Baba nakubeba mkono or you hate Baba to be elected. Let's have politicians go back to issues. What do you want to do for these people? What do you want to change? Which kind of new ideologies are you going to bring? Are you going to say that for you to get elected, useme kwamba sisi kama Mount Kenya, tunaona kama tunaenda kubaguliwa? President Uhuru and President Kibaki went around this and we believe that he was registering minors to be voters. We believe that. But you see, President Uhuru and we was
That's accused. A very serious allegation.
You remember in IBC, he was accused
let's
of
register places where we cannot.
But you can search your news thing.
Minors were registered for vote to vote.
Students who are not 18.
Yes. Well,
students who are not 18.
Unless we are able to verify it here,
it's good.
And we don't have the benefit of time. I'm going to request.
I'm going to request you to force students to register and to have IDs in school.
Let's not go there.
That's giving right.
Okay. For the sake of sanity of the show.
That is a fact.
Let's not go there.
So for the sake of the sanity of the show, I ask this, that for us to vie, I know that if you put my competitors, I'll defeat them on issues. I'll not use any other means to defeat them. Because I also lead a cosmopolitan, and probably Kikuyus are the majority of my voters. I'm not a Kikuyu. The people voting for me, they are not my relatives. I have to convince them on what I'm going to do for them. And I have to, for now 2.5 years, I have to tell them what I'm doing. What are you doing new? But when I see politicians going around saying that, sisi, lazima tu, it is a lazy kind of politics. Okay. People are going to the same old...
This is important. This is very important.
I'm giving you an opportunity, because now I want to give direction. We only have 7 minutes to go.
Yes.
I want each one of you to make your final remarks in about 2.5 minutes. Yes?